Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive. Today we're really digging into something heavy, a pivotal, pretty brutal moment in Panem's history.
That's right. We're looking at the 50th Hunger Games, the second quarter quell.
Exactly, and we're doing it through the eyes of someone who was right there, a 16-year-old kid from District 12, Hamish Abernathy. Our mission, to really understand his journey, his experience.
And what's great for you listening is that we have access to some pretty rare documents here. They give this incredibly personal view.
Yeah, it's not just about the games themselves, is it? It's about life in District 12, the capital's machinery.
And crucially, those little acts of defiance. Small things, maybe, but things that shaped him, shaped the outcome, and maybe even hinted at what was to come later. We want to get at the why behind it all.
Right. We're aiming to pull out the key lessons from these records. Understand the forces at play, sure, but also that, individual resilience that just refuses to be crushed. We're looking for those aha moments, the ones that cut through the propaganda. So yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so where do we start? District 12.
Let's start right there. Hamish's 16th birthday, and the timing, it's just bleak. He actually writes, "Happy birthday, Hamish. The upside of being born on reaping day is that you can sleep late."
Oh, man.
It's pretty much downhill from there.
That sets the tone, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Living in the seam, just him, his mom, his younger brother, Sid. Life's a constant struggle.
It really is. And the details about his mother. Wow. Widowed, remember. His dad died in a mine fire. She wastes nothing. Using ashes for soap, eggshells for fertilizer.
Making shorts out of flour sacks?
Yeah. It's this incredible, almost ingrained resourcefulness born from absolute necessity. And Hamish, he's doing his part too, right? Bootlegging white liquor with Hattie Meany.
A dicey business, he calls it. But better than cleaning outhouses, apparently. And kind of ironic, selling it to the peacekeepers and the richer folks. But then there's Lenore Dove.
Ah, Lenore. His love interest. She sounds fascinating. Less interested in pretty melodies, more in dangerous words. That really jumps out.
And having music in her blood, like all the Covey. Her description, too, that dove color, warm gray with a purplish pink tint, it paints such a specific picture.
She seems like a force.
Oh, absolutely. A rebellious spirit. The documents mention she was arrested twice by the time she was 12.
Twice? For what?
Burning the flag of Panem, for one. That could have been a serious time in the stockades, and she just had this fundamental refusal to accept things as they were.
Yeah, she challenges Hamish's acceptance of the reaping, doesn't she?
Right. She tells him, basically, you can't assume things will always be the same just because they were last year. You have no way of knowing that. She doesn't buy into that inevitability.
Such a contrast to the general mood in District 12. But for Hamish, that reaping day is terrifyingly real. He's 16. How many tesserae slips did he have?
20. 20 slips in the bowl just from taking tesserae for his family.
20. And then the quell kicks in. The 50th games, the second quarter quell.
Huh.
They double the number of tributes.
Exactly. So suddenly his odds are effectively like having 40 slips in a normal year. Double the kids means double the chances of being picked. The sheer terror of it just skyrockets.
You can just imagine the atmosphere, the grim faces in the crowd, the sort of detached performance from the officials like Drusilla.
Yeah, and then the names start getting pulled. Wyatt Callow, Maisie Donner.
And then that shocking moment with Woodbine Chance, reaped and then boom, killed right there by a peacekeeper.
Utter chaos. A brutal display of power right before Hamish himself gets called, just flung into this nightmare.
And immediately it's just total dehumanization, tased, forced goodbyes, that toxic shower, the awful chariot parade.
He even thinks, I'm nothing but an amusing tale for Drusilla to tell. It's about stripping them down, making them feel like objects, not people.
The capital calling them piglets, beasts. It's a deliberate tactic.
And it goes beyond just names. We meet the capital figures. Plutarch Heavensby, the game maker, initially seems kind of aloof.
We'll come back to him, though.
Oh, yeah. Then Drusilla, the escort, all about appearances. And then the fake Luella incident. That's just deeply unsettling.
Tell us about that.
Well, Luella McCoy, the other female tribute from 12 besides Maisie, gets killed almost immediately after the reaping. So the capital, they replace her. They bring in this girl from District 11, drugged, programmed, and force everyone, including Hamish and Maisie, to pretend she's the real Luella for the cameras.
Wow, that's next level control, messing with reality itself.
It's psychological warfare,
Yeah.
erasing connection, erasing truth. But even in that environment, you see sparks of resistance, right?
Yeah, the Newcomers Alliance starts to form.
Led by Ampert, that incredibly smart 12-year-old from District 3. He proposes uniting the typically weaker districts, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, against the careers from 1, 2, and 4.
And the tragic part, his own father, Betty, a victor, is assigned to mentor him, basically coaching his own son towards probable death.
The cruelty is just baked in.
Yeah.
But you also see these moments of, like, quiet defiance. Maisie Donner, for instance.
She had that sharp wit with Drusilla.
Yeah, but also real compassion. Fixing the District 9 girl's token, that sunflower thing, with homemade glue she somehow made, and saying, we're civilized, we appreciate beautiful things, we're as good as you.
That's powerful, a direct challenge to the Capitol's narrative, building solidarity.
Exactly. And Haymitch finds his own way to push back in his private training session.
Oh, right, the scoring. What did he tell the game makers his skill was?
He says his skill is having 31 people who've promised to defend me.
Uh-huh. And they give him a score of 1. An unprecedented score of 1.
You really have to tick them off to get a 1.
Right.
He even boasts about it later to Caesar Flickerman.
But those interviews become important, don't they? Not just for Haymitch's rascal act.
No, the newcomers use them strategically. They showcase their intelligence, their unity. Like Wyatt Callow blowing Caesar away with his odds calculations and inflation figures.
So they're fighting the information war, too. Gaining sponsors, building a counter-narrative.
Definitely. They're showing they aren't just lambs to the slaughter.
Yeah.
And then things take another unexpected turn.
Right. This is where Plutarch Heavensby comes back in. He wasn't just an indifferent game maker.
No. He actually gives Haymitch crucial information, a hint about how to, quote, break the arena, and a warning about Snow's plans for Lenore Dove back home.
So Game Maker is helping attribute. How?
It seems Plutarch was already playing a longer game. He reveals BT's plan, Ampert's father. BT knew the arena's design inside out.
Because he helped design part of it, the sub-A thing.
Exactly. He knew about this massive water tank, the bladder, in the northern sector. The plan. Use explosives to rupture it and flood the control systems. Drown the arena's brain, basically.
Okay, that's genius. Realizing the arena is a machine.
It's a huge aha moment. It's not just wilderness survival, it's an engineered death trap. And Haymitch suddenly has the key.
Because of his coal production classes. Knowing about explosives.
Yep. And Lenore's birthday gift, that flint striker. He didn't even need flint, just a sparking rock like quartz. He had the knowledge and the tool.
It's amazing how these little details become so vital. But the arena itself, it sounds beautiful, but deadly.
Deceptively so. Charming, enticing, like a pitcher plant luring insects.
Yeah.
And the mutts. Terrifying.
Oh, what kind of mutts did they face?
Mind-controlling butterflies, porcupines shooting metallic knitting needle spikes, exploding ladybugs.
Exploding ladybugs. Seriously.
Seriously, and those horrible bubblegum pink water birds specifically engineered to target Maisie. The game makers use mutts as weapons for punishment, for spectacle.
So Haymitch has to navigate this hellscape and plant the explosives. How does he even manage?
It's brutal. He uses gas plants against the butterflies, finds a mutt portal, makes this incredibly dangerous descent into sub-A. You feel the desperation, the fear, the loss of allies like Amper.
Who trusted him implicitly.
Yeah. And then the moment arrives. He gets to the tank, lights the fuse. 60 seconds and counting, he thinks, and just runs. Boom! It works. A massive flood. The sky glows this weird greenish color. He did it. He, Ampert, PT, the others. They broke the arena. We have drowned the brain.
An incredible moment of victory. But knowing how these things go.
Right. The aftermath is chaos.
Oh.
And Haymitch, instead of feeling triumphant, feels like a failure. Nothing I've done is enough. He realizes the games will just adapt, continue.
Even with a wrecked arena, the system grinds on.
And the cost keeps mounting. His allies. Wyatt Callow calculates his odds one last time and then likely sacrifices himself for Lulu, the fake Luella.
Oh, wow. Even for her.
Yeah. Ampert's body is lost in the flood. And Maisie, she fights so hard, despite the chemical burns, the bird attacks.
Then she makes that pact with Haymitch, right, about being the worst victor ever.
Exactly. Tear up their scripts, tear down their celebrations, refuse to play their game.
Yeah.
A final act of defiance, even facing death.
Which sets up his final confrontation with Silka from District 4.
It's desperate. He uses Maisie's token, which was hiding the second explosive charge, to blow up the cornucopia itself.
The cornucopia, wow.
Total chaos. He thinks, no victor's crown for you, Silka. Listen, those trumpets must be for me. He honestly believes he's dying. I die happy.
But he doesn't die. The Capitol saves him.
They save him, fix him up, but not out of kindness. They want to use him, rebrand him as Panem's #1 peacekeeper.
And they completely rewrite the narrative of his games.
Completely. They edit the recap footage, make the careers look smarter, the newcomers' alliance seem weaker. And Haymitch's biggest acts of rebellion, bombing the tank, bombing the cornucopia, just erased.
What do they leave in?
That sarcastic comment to Caesar, "Well, I don't see that it makes much difference. I figure my odds will be roughly the same." They turn his defiance into a joke, make him seem like a cynical clown.
While the real price is paid back home.
Devastatingly so. He returns to find nothing. House burned, family dead. "My family's accident," he asks, knowing it's a lie. Lenore's appendicitis, another lie.
And the coffins on the platform, including one marked Luella McCoy.
The fake one. It's the Capitol twisting the knife, erasing even the memory of his real district partner. They took everything.
And Lenore, what happens to her?
She's confined by snow. Her final act is sending herself a poisoned gumdrop, a tragic final act of defiance on her own terms.
Leaving Haymitch utterly broken, the alcohol, the nightmares.
Seeking nepenthe, that drink of forgetfulness from mythology,
Yeah.
haunted by Poe's Raven. But then there's that mention of the Hanging Tree song.
Right, the song about rebels.
He realizes it's not just a song, it's about real people the Capitol hanged. That's who died in the Hanging Tree. It's this tiny spark, this connection to a longer history of resistance.
So bringing this all together, Haymitch's story, it's a brutal look at the Capitol's power, their control.
Relentless control, propaganda, punishment, rewriting history.
But also, somehow, this thread of defiance that just won't die, even when he feels like he failed, saying, "I tried to change things and now everybody's dead."
And he's trapped in that cycle, isn't he?
Yeah.
Every year for my birthday, I will get a new pair of tributes to mentor to their deaths. Another sunrise on the reaping. It's his curse.
It's unbelievably bleak. Is there any hope left for him at all?
Well, there's that mention of Lenore in his dreams. "She's forgiven me." She asks him to look after my family. It's not a solution, but it's a connection. A sense that the fight continues, maybe not in big explosions, but in memory and responsibility. A continuum of resistance.
It really leaves you thinking. In a system like that, where they control the story, control reality itself, what's the most powerful way to fight back? Is it the big, explosive actions?
Or is he just remembering, holding on to the truth when they try to erase it?
Or maybe it's living out that vow Haymitch and Maisley made, refusing to become what they want you to be, insisting on, painting your own posters, defining yourself against their narrative.
That's a powerful question to leave people with. What does real defiance look like when the odds are so stacked against you?
Something to definitely ponder. Until our next deep dive.